Alright, so good evening everyone, welcome back to the mod of Redemption. Today we have a pretty exciting episode, and that's because apparently according to you lot, we have a new set of Druid armor that we can craft. We'll also be doing preparations today for the Wall of Flesh, but before we do any of that, we have a weapon that we finally need to craft. We have been talking about this weapon for like 4 days now. I've already called it the Zenith of Staves, so it's finally time. I did a little bit of grinding off camera, not too much, and I now have the lost souls that we need. I have 10 of them, so it's finally time to check this out. I'm pretty excited. If you're wondering, by the way, why'd you say good evening at the start? I'm recording this really late in the day. This might actually end up being a shorter episode, but I had a very busy day and a lot of important decisions to make. And I tell you what, I don't know if you've ever had this, but if you've ever had a day where you need to make really important decisions, it's hard to do anything but think of those decisions. And I was like, well, I want to play Terraria, but it just doesn't feel right. So it's later in the day. Okay, King Oak's Great Stave. Right-clicking will summon a Pixie Trinity for 10 seconds. The special ability is Swift Cast /Stream Shot /Druidic Embrace /Warmth. Okay. Bam. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. Can we talk about this for a minute? The Zenith of Staves. The one that we have spent forever working on. We happen to get rotten. Christ. That is actually really bad. Wow. Do you know what? It didn't stand a chance against the Water Bolt stave. Now it definitely doesn't. I actually feel sorry for this stave. Because I don't even have a Goblin Tinkerer. I can't even reforge this. It's going to be rotten for life. But I guess it makes sense. Made of wood. Wood can rot. So yeah, 17 Druidic damage in comparison to 25. Alright. And that's it. So I think I'm guessing what it's doing is it's cycling between all of the different staves that we use to craft it. Oh, I like that. See, that's really cool. I tell you what, use that and combine it with this. You got a killer combination on your hand. I love how speedy this water bolt is, by the way. Like, I didn't really mention that yesterday, but it's a lot faster than a normal water bolt. Well, there we go. All right, was that underwhelming? The answer is yes. So yeah, in today's episode, we can only really prepare for the Wall of Flesh, mainly because I do want to go and do... I want to do the Goblin Army, but the problem is I don't have any goblins to kill around here. So it's not like I'm going to get the chance to craft my own summoning device. We've basically just got to wait for Terraria to be like, hey, you want to fight the Goblin Army? Yes, Terraria. Many hours ago. But this is cool. We got some Fire Blossoms, so we should be able to make some Obsidian Skin Potions, right? We should still have obsidian. Oh, I also added to the houses. So we've still got this room, but I basically added a table and chair. And then this room right here is what I built. And the clothier moved in. And then I think the tavern keep finally has a house. He's been wandering around. All right, he's used to it. So yeah, let's make obsidian skin. And we'll head down and go and check out the hell biome. See, the thing is we can always, there's probably stuff with Hellstone that we should be making. Actually, scratch that. I said at the start, new armor, didn't I? So this armor is apparently called something Shroom. And a lot of you were like, oh, it's to do with something in the dungeon. Now, the problem is I can't remember if we saw that in this beta version or it's something that you all knew. So I'll tell you what I might do. I guess I can't really do that. Maybe I can search the word like helmet and try and find it. So this is called head, but we already know that the bottom part is called leggings. So if I search leggings, this should show me every armor. Gloom. Now that seems right. I think it's gloom. So you use gloom mushrooms. And where do these drop from? They drop from... These are apparently special skeletons that will only spawn in the dungeon. So that is interesting. So we got to get a bunch of them and mix them with bones. So you need 15, then 20, then 15. So you need 50 of them, basically. And we didn't see a single one yesterday, did we? Or at least I don't think we did. Let me just quickly double check that I didn't just bang them in here. So Gloom Mushroom. No, okay. Oh, and I tell you one thing. Apparently, there is new ore in the world. Now, I didn't notice this new ore because I was getting over the hype of killing Skeletron. So one of the things we'll also do is have a little look out for that new ore. So I guess the first thing we do then is just head to the dungeon and just kind of see how that goes. All right, so I've just gotten to the dungeon. I actually just freed the engineer. So here is one of those new skeletons. So we got to kill it and try and get its mushrooms. The only thing is, oh, that's actually not bad. I was going to say the only thing is I wonder how many we're going to have to farm. Because 50 mushrooms is like quite a lot, isn't it? Like, that is an excessive amount of mushrooms. But 6 from one enemy, you know what? I'll take it, all right? That's good. So yeah, I'm just going to try and linger around here for a little bit and just try and kill as many enemies as possible. I can kind of see why I didn't get any yesterday because I was kind of just more just bouncing around the dungeon rather than actually trying to kill things. So I should say, by the way, because I kind of like teased it at the start about these important decisions, I should mention that I can't really talk about it too much, but as you all know, me and Courtney have been trying to buy a house for like a year and a bit. I really thought I was going to buy one last year, but I didn't know what would happen in the world. Like, but last year was the year where I was like, all right, I'm going to do it in 2020. 2020's the year. I had no idea, all right? I was a sweet, innocent summer child. No clue. So it's kind of in relation to that, but not really anything too serious or too far along. But I will keep you updated if anything interesting actually happens. But for now, that's kind of what my world has been, you know? It's so strange, like even the thought of buying a house becomes very like taxing on the mind. It is meant to be one of the most stressful things you can ever do in your life. And I fully embrace it and I believe it. I'm like, even the thought is really hard to kind of deal with. Oh, look at that. We got another stave. All right. So I will say one thing. If I do actually end up managing to get a house and I can get like a nice sized room for myself, I am definitely going to buy a ChippysCouch and have it in my room for like when guests come over. Because I have always wanted that. I've always wanted a room that's large enough to like have a couch, have a TV on the wall, and then like the couch and the TV are fairly close to each other. Because as you all know, I need glasses and my eyesight isn't amazing. So I'm kind of I've never really been a console gamer other than the Switch. Because usually like my couch is ages away from my telly. No matter how large the telly is, my eyes just don't focus because of my astigmatism. So that would be really cool. I actually would love that. It is on the bucket list, all right? Bang it up there with a voice line in Chicken Run 2, a Tesla, and then we'll put the couch below that, all right? But Chicken Run 2, top priority, all right? It's all I care about at the minute. So the only thing about these skeletons, even though they drop a fair amount of mushrooms, they seem to be quite rare. I've only found 2 of them so far, but both of them have dropped 6 mushrooms. So at this rate, it's probably only going to take like 8 of them to get what we need, which is going to be good. Oh, tell you what I also did today. I watched episode 1 of The Queen's Gambit. So I spoke about it yesterday, and then a lot of you were like, oh no, it's really good. All right, you've actually got to go for it. Yeah, it was really good. It's one of those shows where you watch the first episode and you're like, yeah, I get it. I get the hype. I get the excitement. Really cool. And yeah, it did make me want to play a lot of chess. Ooh, okay. So from that skeleton, I got a couple of items. So we got the Druid's Hat, which gives 2 defense and 15% increased druidic damage. That's quite a bit, right? That's like a whole accessory, considering this only gives 2% druidic damage. Yeah, that is actually really good. So what's your... Oh, there's another one up here. Let me go quickly kill this. I was going to say, because what's the set bonus with this? Because it's probably worth swapping over at that rate. Right, I want to get to a point where I'm going to survive, because dying in the dungeon is the worst. All right, so set bonus is hold up to decrease fall damage and increases spirits summoned by 1. Now, I'll be honest, I forgot that we even had this Featherfall effect. Like, I'm only just realizing now, like, oh, okay, cool. So I'll put this on then. Let's see how it looks. Oh, I tell you what, it actually looks really cool. It reminds me of, like a scarecrow. I think that's pretty legit. So we also got the Gloom Shroom bag. Right. This actually, like, this stands out to me. So you lot recommended this in the comments, but it's one of those things you have read and just quite clearly forgotten. So it's used for mushrooms. All right. You would kind of think that all of these items would be from enemies that maybe popped up in a blue mushroom biome after you've defeated Skeletron, not in the dungeon. But hey, I'm not complaining. All right, we've only got 29 of them though, so the grind basically continues. It's going to take a while to do, but it's going to be worth it. For a new set of armor, yeah. Hey, look at that, got the hat again. Nice. All right, so when that one dies, I think, yeah, we do. We have all of the mushrooms we need, so we can get out of there. Right, I gotta say this. Can I get a lot of comments about this weirdly? Why do I use recall potions when I have a magic mirror? They're quicker. They're noticeably quicker. What are you on about? I don't get it. Didn't you watch the hardcore series? All right, they make a difference. They're really important. Oh my god. It's the only thing I don't like about this sleeping bed is that you basically cancel out your spawn point every time you use it. So you got to remember to like click again and be like, all right, spawn point set. Okay, the good thing is we got the chicken chariot, you know? We can get there quickly. I tell you what, yeah, this episode will probably be short. I'm knackered. I can already tell. I'm just like, I'm tired. We'll do a full episode tomorrow. Okay, right. So, new armor. Yeah, I'm excited. I actually am. I'm really excited. Tell you what I am going to do, though. I'm probably going to move this, and I'm going to save one of these. We'll probably get rid of the rest soon, though. But they're cool, aren't they? Like, these hats. I want to keep it around. Right, we'll put this away. Okay. So, what did we want to make? It was called Gloom, wasn't it? Gloom. Was it called Gloom? Yeah, okay. So you needed bones and these gloom mushrooms. Oh, well, don't worry about it, because we've got all our bones right here. Gloom. Okay, so chest piece secured. Leggings also secured. And then finally, to top it off, a gloom cap. Very cool. So let's have a little look. So the mycelium cap gives you 4 defense and 4% increased druid damage and critical chance. All right, cool. Did that just increase our brightness? Ah, it did. All right. Tell you what, I already like it because of that. Yeah, improves vision. I honestly, all right, I'm really sorry, but I can't believe that I just didn't read the bottom line. That's how I know I'm tired. So this gives 5 defense, 4% increased druid damage and critical chance. Use staves and seed bags faster. Don't mind if I do. So what's the set bonus? Set bonus is summoning a nature guardian will summon a second nature guardian for your next stave. Right, okay. So we look amazing. I think that's worth saying. A nature guardian though. Let's try this. Is that a nature guardian? Hey, a goblin army is approaching. That is actually amazing. Wow, look at this. So the little pixies are replicating what the water bolt does. So that's really cool. It might actually be worth keeping the Zenith around just for that. Goblin army, yes. This is exactly what I needed. I'm so pumped about this. All right. Let me wait around and then we'll do it. Oh, that's a good little conclusion for the episode in a way. Because I was like, I think I'm too tired to prepare the wall of flesh. I'll probably just die. I'll probably go have a swim in the red liquid, you know? All right, so the goblin army has arrived. So let's do this. I also went and got a drink, and I feel actually pretty good. I feel like I just needed a drink, all right? Maybe I wasn't tired. I just needed a beverage. So it's really weird because usually around this time I'd be like super excited or at least super aware that it's going to be my birthday in a couple of days. But this year it just feels so different. I feel like for people that have birthdays in February or March, and this is only in relation to the last year, for people like us, you know, the madness in the world has stolen a whole year of our life, in a way. So for me, I remember like I had my birthday in the February, and I remember last year, I didn't have my family around or anything, not because of lockdown, but just because I was like, oh, well, I see my family every birthday. So, you know, I'll just have 1 year off. because I live away from my family. And I remember it was a really nice birthday. And I had kind of like a lockdown birthday anyway. But you got to think for me, like, I just went from my birthday and then immediately into lockdown like 2-3 weeks later. And then, oh, it's just weird. It's so weird. Just thinking like, my 23rd year of life is gone. I didn't get anything with it. Like, I didn't do anything of interest. But the only thing that I think I'll look back on is really just the community here. I know it sounds a little bit cheesy, but I actually do kind of mean it. Like, with modded mage and the excitement of 1.4 and getting ChippysCouch and Terraria, you know, for me, in that sense, it's one of the best years of my entire life. And I think that's what I'll always look back on. I don't think I'll look back in a negative light. It's just weird. Like, I never got to say to anybody, oh, I'm 23. Do you know when somebody goes, do you know what I mean? Like, do you know when somebody asks, oh, how old are you? Oh, I'm 23. I never got to say it. I was 23. Sorry, I'm saying it to you lot now. I'm going to be 24. 24 does sound pretty good, though. Does sound alright. I like it in the first ever episode on ChippysCouch. I, like, introduce myself, and I'm like, so my name's James. I'm 20. And now I'm like, oh, God. You poor young soul. It's so much time has passed. Yeah, it's been a long time. It's weird that ChippysCouch has only been 4 years. Because it feels like, I don't know, weird. It's just weird. ChippysCouch really is my favorite part of my day. And I really do mean that. Like, recording these is so much fun. It's not even work. Like, do you notice how I'm like, I don't know, I never refer to it as like, oh, I just got to do a little bit of work. I'm just like, nah, I just got to do this, and then I'm free. You know, whereas with Chippy Gaming, it's a little bit different because it's more research-based. ChippysCouch is like, hit record. I like to play a little bit of Terraria, talk about Chicken Run and the Queen's Gambit, and that's me. That's life. I'm content. What's funny is it's becoming really hard to get a birthday cake, right? And a birthday cake is a very celebrated meal on the channel. As you all know, the breakfast of champions is a slice of birthday cake, but it has to be eaten the next day. All right, that's when it becomes the breakfast. It has to be slightly stale. But yeah, I usually just go to one shop and go and buy a birthday cake every year. But this year they're just like, oh, we don't have any cakes. And I haven't had cakes in for like 2 weeks. I keep going to check whenever I get the chance to do some essential shopping. So I don't know what I'm going to do this year. I guess my birthday is on Pancake Day, as we all know. So I just eat pancakes. I think that's it. All right, that does it for today's episode. Oh God, this is a rubbish episode, isn't it? It's bad, isn't it? I've done nothing. Nah, I've done some good stuff. It's just tired. I'm off to bed. All right, have a good night, everyone. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I got a really early start tomorrow. I'm quite excited. Once again, in relation to this whole house thing, I've got to get up super early for a meeting. And that'll be interesting. And then I'll be back to record. All right. Have a great day, everyone. See you in the next one. Members and all that. Peace.